Om Shanti. So good, sir.
Yeah.
She is feeling hot now.
She's moving.
When I feel cold, so I am doing always jogging for some time, then start moving. I'm alone, so no problem. But after doing this thing, I also feeling like that.
Yes,
It's
your body is
cold.
moving.
Yeah, body is moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good exercise. Om Shanti. Baba Sakar Murli, July 18, 2018. Versions of Shiva Baba, Essence, Sweet Children. Remember the Father. This remembrance is the donation of yoga to the world. The world will become pure through this, and your boat will go across. See, donation, remembrance is the donation too. Why it is donation?
Is it purifying?
Purifying. So first I am thinking that I am so remembering Baba, so I am purifying myself. And I am passing through vibration, thoughts and emotion, feelings, attitude and vibrations in the whole world. So donation means we are giving through mind, not giving any physical. Subtly. So everything is good when I am thinking good. Everything is not good when I am not thinking good. So I have to I have to particularly remain in remembrance of Brahma because he is the supreme almighty authority for peace, purity, power. So Baba said it is a great donation to the world to transform the world from impure world to the pure world. Question. Which children are looked after by Bab Dada himself in the final moment? Answer. 1. The children who remain engaged in the service of changing thorns into flowers over a long period of time and who are full helpers of the Father are looked after by the Father himself in the final moment. See Baba's guarantee. He will look after us who are doing good service. That is a good thing. Baba says, I will show my helpful children wonderful scenes and scenery and entertain them a great deal. So how Baba will entertain? In the end, he will give a visions. That okay, you will go here, your future status is like this, you will move like this, you have so many things, golden palaces, studded with diamonds, and so many things. So Baba will give, you can say different scenes and scenery of the heaven, not of this world, because we are tired of this world. So Baba said, fed up, now everything too much now. Enough now, we don't want more. But Baba said more and more will come.
So that's when destruction is happening.
Destruction.
So we'll see good things.
Yeah, we will entertained by the visions. Because this thing is not good. Yes. Nobody likes this thing. Anybody, suppose you ask inside, they will say, we don't like it.
Yeah.
Everybody will say, finally, we don't like it. And Baba said, day will come that this is nothing. The situation will be going worse and worse and worse and worse. It is not for threatening anybody.
He says today there more sorrow.
More sorrow will come. Naturally, because the end will not be there without that thing. So more and more sorrow will come from all 5 elements, 5 vices, and the souls who are living the bodies. So more and more pain will be there, more and more sorrow will be there. So Baba say, I will entertain to you children. Baba will entertain to everybody by visions, by scenes and scenery of the future, golden age. That okay, it is nothing, now we are going there. Very, very near you can see because vision is very good thing. Yeah, they will know. This will be entertainment. Baba say entertain. That is entertainment.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Thank you. Take one. Just take one. This one. This one? Okay.
Good, ne? You are young, so you require more, ne?
This one is good. Thank you. This is, yeah. Thank you.
You finish if you want. We will later. Finish, don't worry. Finish. Take your. We will go later on. Finish the first. Because no, naturally in between. Finish it. Don't worry. We will do later on, so don't worry about the same thing.
Okay.
You finish, I am coming back.
Okay.
I will tell them, suppose they wanted to spread this thing.
Yeah.
They are also taking it.
인기 오다 된지 좀 많이 듣는다. This is woman. Thank you.
You start already?
Yes. Do you want help with the group?
Yeah, we can help you.
You can help
Ready?
me?
No, we finish. We can help you.
Finish the already?
We finish.
Yeah, come, I am here.
Wait, Manoj Bhai is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Come, I should be here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Very good. Me and Mr. Kala will do it.
We finish.
Mr. Kala, you help me, they will finish that.
We finish.
You finished?
Yes.
Really?
Just have a tea. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Come. I thought you had to continue. You know, when we were young like you, sister has taken too much care of us. When we were young like you, came in the north, you are too much big for everything. Food and so many things. So put the leg, press with the leg, no problem.
Okay.
Put the leg.
Yeah.
So now you can. So now, what from the front side, then you can turn it. No, not like that. In this portion, first you measure up to what you want. Top portion. No, not like that. No, not like that. This portion, you should first decide up to what length you want. So you require this length, okay? Remaining portion will go inside, isn't it?
Okay.
So we have to, otherwise squeeze will be there. So we both have to do at a time. So now, one portion will go inside. Yeah. Very good. You know, everybody technique is different.
Yeah.
That's okay. finish on this side, then we'll go on the back side.
Okay, we can pause it, but just wait.
I will do it. I think it is very long.
Yes, it's right up.
You have to decide what length you want, yes? And then you have to hold the remaining. Look at, look at, look at, look at. What will happen, let me explain to you. We have to do the same thing here. Yeah. Okay, you do, but you go over there.
Oh,
This one.
you should cut it.
Yeah, we should come in.
Exactly.
Exactly what you want to do. Put the chair now. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us if anything you feel that it is not okay.
This part here,
This part is not okay. Which part?
there's a crease here. That was underneath. It's not,
Okay.
it's not.
No, why? Because there are four folds in there. So this four, two on this side. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, just- Think also. Okay.
Yeah.
You are given a lot of trouble to share, huh?
No, I'm not.
She
I
she's
like to do
helpful.
it.
Yeah,
She,
good. Yeah, good.
she helps me all the time. And
Yeah, no, good. Good exercise.
Sweating.
Up and down, up and down. Difficult for old guys, particularly mothers who have problem of
Yeah.
knee, they
Knee,
can't
it's
do it.
difficult,
They can't do it.
yeah.
Yeah, it is very difficult. So Baba said, I will show my helpful children wonderful scenes and scenery. So you are helpful children, isn't it?
So that's service in mind, words, and actions.
Action, all kind of. Baba says 6 service. Mind, words, deeds. Then Baba says again tan man, then body, mind and wealth. 6, total 6. So man is duplicated both way. So Baba says total 5.
Fine.
In Hindi say mansa vacha karmana means mind. Then you can say words and deeds 3. And the Baba says tan man dhan means body, mind and wealth. So man is duplicated because it is very very subtle. All things are physical. Mansa, vacha is physical, means words are physical, deeds are physical in first 3. Another 3, tan, man, dhan. Tan means body is physical, wealth is physical, only mind is subtle. So mind is duplicated all in both ways. Very, very subtle. So it is very important to have positive and elevated thoughts. They will see a lot of happiness at the end and continue to have visions. So only happiness we will get through visions. Otherwise, not possible. Because sometimes no, our vision power is not okay. You know, we are always confused with so many thoughts and you can say so many thoughts and visions. Visions means whatever I can visualize. So we are confused. So Baba said, I will give the vision. So no confusion at
So
all.
when we're awake,
Yeah,
not when we're dreaming.
no, vision means always awakening.
Awake.
Awake. When you are see with the eyes, open eyes, not sleeping.
Yeah.
They are sleeping, you are getting the dreams.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You are awakening, you are getting that is the reason. Sometimes suppose mother was crying on that, that's what.
Yeah.
So not crying, but you can say tears were there. Why? It is tears of love,
Yeah.
not tears of sorrow.
Yeah.
So happiness, so beyond even the stage of this world. So she don't know what is happening in my body even. So that is called beyond senses. We say ना सुख पूछना है अतीन्द्रिय सुख पूछना है तो गोप गोपियों से पूछो मतलब if you wanted to observe or see or feel the you can say happiness beyond senses then ask to gop and gopis of Krishna gopi wala means Shiv Baba's children not gop that Krishna.
Okay.
Everything we narrated in the scripture for Krishna is all the you can say features of Shiv, not features, you can say all characteristic or all the what Shiv Baba does actually in the world by taking the body of Brahma. So that we put instead of God, Shiv Baba, we put the name of Krishna because he was the first, the most beautiful, the most perfect human being with all qualities of the God. Almost equivalent. But we cannot say him as a God because son is son, father is father. So father, son may be more qualified than the father. It doesn't mean the son become a father. No, Baba. Son remains son, father remains father. But by mistake, we put his name. Why we put his name again? Because when Rishis and Munis written the scriptures, they got the vision too. The scripture, what they written, they written the scripture by vision only. If you go to the story of, we can say, this thing, Gita, that it was written by Vedvyasa, Bhagwan Vedvyasa, we say Bhagwan. But he was a human being. He was a great Rishi, isn't it? So they say they written the, Vedvyasa written the Gita, and he was going to get the vision of everything. Gita, what the Krishna is preaching the Arjuna, he got the vision, so he cannot write, he cannot do both the things at a time. Suppose he got the vision, his eyes will be closed. He'll be in full consciousness. But vision generally, eyes will be closed. He can see something different than what they are. Shiv Baba's vision is all eyes is open, not closed. So meditation is open eyes, that meditation is closed eyes.
Yeah.
So there in devotion they are getting vision generally with the closed eyes. Here we are getting the vision with the open eyes. Not necessary to close eyes. If closing it's okay, not closing it's okay. Suppose in the beginning of the yajna, if you go to the story of the yajna, Then messengers will go in this trance and they remain for 10 days, 15 days there. It doesn't mean they are not sleeping. Their consciousness is there. They are doing everything here. They are taking food, everything, but their consciousness is there. That is very important. There's a difference between devotion and knowledge, vision particularly. So they were doing all necessary things here, in spite of their consciousness is at the proper level. Suppose you are getting the visions of Lakshmi, you have that consciousness that I am a Lakshmi. Here too. Here too. You are a physical body, but your behavior or characteristic of the Lakshmi, not of the particular soul. Suppose Shara is there, she is a part of messenger, she will go to the, you can say, trance, she is here. But her action will be not of Shara, this Shara. His action will be of Lakshmi only through this body. So this is the difference.
Doing everything.
Doing everything, normal things. If she requires, suppose she wants 15 days, she cannot awake continuously. So she has to go to sleep. But consciousness is of Lakshmi only, not of this body. So this is the difference between, you can say, visions of here and visions for there. Devotion. Devotion. But when? Then there's Bhakti Sato Pradhan. Only one devotion, not anybody else. So all when it says Vedavyasa are gone in the vision, in the trance, and he called Ganapati to write the Gita. So he was seeing everything he was seeing in the vision, and he was telling to Ganapati that what I am seeing, he was writing. So vision they got it, not you're going to say that we forgotten. No, we in vision they can't see Shiv Baba and body Brahma. They can see the body of Krishna because that was the perfect soul. Body and, as you can say, soul, both were perfect. So they see the Krishna giving the knowledge. Actually, if you go through the Gita, you clearly see, Gita clearly says in each and every sloka, God speaks. Never say Krishna speaks. Majority of slokas, they say God speaks. And if we suppose we have not put the name of Krishna, it may be the scripture of all religion. Because we put the name of Krishna, means physical body came, they don't believe in physicality. All Christians, all Muslims, all Buddhists. They don't believe God is a physical body. But we believe Krishna is a God. So difference of opinion started from that only. If you, Baba says, if you put the name of incorporeal Godfather, this thing will not happen. Hindu, Muslim, all this religion. But Baba said it's Dharma. You are not at all. So everything goes on.
In chapter 2, and Sister Denise is saying that we are all,
That's okay.
that we are all Arjunas.
Yeah, what are Arjuna?
So
All souls
they,
are Arjunas.
so they portray Arjuna as us.
Us.
So he had like attachment and everything
Yeah.
that we have. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
so he's
why
asking
Baba was
asking the question on behalf of us, all questions
all
of
on
us.
behalf of us.
All questions you're asking, what is Raj Yoga?
Yeah.
Why there is too much, you can say, thoughts in my mind. Thoughts, but they say Maya, why there is Mayavi thoughts to me? So he's asking all the question on behalf of us.
Okay.
And Godfather replying through the Brahma Baba, not through this Krishna.
So that's
Everything.
Shiva Baba is replying through Brahma Baba.
Brahma
In the-
Baba, means he's Murli.
in the-
He's speaking the Murli actually.
in the
In
okay.
the corporate.
Yeah, so that's how yeah,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So you are the Arjuna Baba, so you are the Yudhishthir, you are everything.
You're everything.
Yeah, they have narrated the different parts.
Yeah.
Suppose if one day I was talking something with my brother-in-law. I was talking in Surat and he was telling me, initially we have 4 or 5 children. Nowadays trend is only one child. One girl, one. Now there is a trend, even iron is. People have not more children. When you go to India, they are tired of many, even they are not able to take care of population too much, competition too much. Okay, they cannot give. So generally all have a 1 or 2 child, not more than. All Hindu, they are almost latest generation. Either they don't have anything, they don't want, or only 1 or maximum 2, not more than 2. Because they have to take care. They have to give the best of education, which is very expensive now. So either they have one or two. So he was telling me, initially our father or forefather, they have three, four children. So one children is very good, excellent. Another is good. Third one is so-so. Fourth one may be bad. Now say I have only one. He has also one son. So he said, my son now I have only one. So he has all four characteristics. Sometimes he pushed to me also. Sometimes say, Papa, you are good. So all four children's role he is alone is playing.
Instead of the five.
Instead of five, he is playing the same role of all role at a time in one body. So same thing in the scripture, what they indicated. They indicate different characteristics, but soul is same. Only one. Only one. Soul, nothing else. Suppose in future we go to the golden age and silver, Baba says only one girl, one boy, not more. So that the same characteristic is coming. So they indicate only one, but different characteristic to show the different characters, they indicated different characters. Okay, Arjun was like this, Bhima was like this, Sahadeva was like this, Nakul was like this, and Yudhishthira was like this. Actually, all are in one. But they cannot indicate only all qualities in one person, other there will be confusion. Who is playing whose role? Yeah, they will confuse everything. So they have created different characters to play the different roles, nothing else. So we will be more clear. They are very intelligent guys. They are very wise persons. They know how to explain the people. So they created different characters with different qualities. Suppose Shiva Baba's name are there, 108 name of Shiva Baba is there. God Shiva name, 108. 108 rosary, so 108 names are there. So name are according to the what he did. Suppose Somanath, so he given a nectar, knowledge. Amarnath, he given knowledge of immortality. Vishwanath is the father of all souls. So all names according to his characters. They are not given the one. Suppose they give one name to showing all characters, people will be confused. What it means. On one side he is giving knowledge, other side say he is giving immortality, a third side say he is you can say Lord of all. So people will be confused. So they are given name according to his deeds. Spread Jyotirlingam are there, all are the deeds of Shiva Baba only. Babulnath is convert thorns into flowers, a human being into deities. So everything as per deed. So all characteristic either in Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana, according to their characteristic, according to their role to play. Okay. Number two, only the children who have made firm the lesson of belonging to one father and none other will receive the father's. So only one, but none. So they suppose one but none means I have a samadhi stage. Nothing else. Only one thought, me and Baba. That is called volcanic yoga. In our terms, sometimes you might have heard the word the volcanic yoga, Jwalamukhi. What is that? Volcanic yoga means me and Baba only, not a third, but not a third thought there. That is called samadhi. One thought. That is called samadhi. Baba says, science says, if up to 8 thoughts per minute, you will go in deep sleep. If I have less than 8 thoughts per minute, I don't need the sleep even. That's the reason we say Rishi Muni lived so many years. Actually, they didn't live. They don't have any thoughts, so they don't require any help from the outside. They are so stable, so strong, they can leave their body even by one thought. That I wanted to leave their body and get another. They can do because of strong thoughts. That's the reason Baba comes and say, change your thoughts. Nothing else. Baba didn't do. You have a yoga like this, you have pranayama. Baba never did. Listen, why? Baba says everything is here, not out, they're not in the body. So Baba says self-transformation leads to one transformation, only one. Song, O beloved, come and meet me. Om Shanti. The beloved and the lovers. The beloved is one and the lovers are many. So Supreme Being is one and all souls are many. They are lovers of the Supreme Being. All the lovers are calling out to the one God. Innumerable devotees are calling out to him. What for? Baba said, what for they are calling? For happiness. A Kumari calls out to her beloved, come and meet me. For what? Baba says, for happiness. So everybody is calling Godfather for what? For happiness. Baba gave the example of the Kumar and the what is what we are saying. An engagement takes place for happiness. However, you children know that since this is now the kingdom of Ravan, you cannot receive happiness from the beloved. But this world is for vices. So you can't temporary okay, you can't get the only long term. Immediately marriage, marriage. Why? Two people are not able to emotionally settle. That was the reason. Emotionally, they are not stable, they are not settled because of Maya, but they don't know because they don't. There cannot be happiness in the kingdom of Ravan. Baba said, no happiness in the kingdom of Ravan. All lovers are in the cottage of sorrow, and this is why they are calling out. No one call out in the cottage that is free from sorrow. Which nobody will call. So we souls will be there in golden and silver. We will not call God because there is no sorrow. In Ramayana is Ashoka Vatika. Ashok means sorrow, means there is no sorrow at all. That is golden and silver. Since there isn't any sorrow or suffering, why would anyone call out? The beloved is remembered by those in sorrow, whereas after you lovers find the beloved, you are freed from the remembering him for half the cycle. Half the cycle means golden age, silver age, we never remember God Father. You now know that only the one Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the sweetest and most lovely beloved. He is the highest and most elevated of all. Here, no human being can call himself the most elevated of all. Although they say that God is omnipresent and say Sivoham, they are more elevated than one another, are they not? Among the sages, some sages lie down flat, a sign of respect in front of more elevated sages. So Baba give example. That I am not omnipresent. If I am omnipresent, if suppose we generally lie down flat against the gurus,
Yeah.
isn't it? So why? If suppose he is Shiva, I am Shiva, what is the need?
Right.
There is no logic in between. He is also human being, I am also human being. He is also God, I am also God. Why one God should lie down to other God? Baba said, not possible. However, only the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, have been remembered as the highest beloved of all. All remember him, and that is definitely for happiness. When there is a lot of sorrow, the lovers remember him a great deal. You children haven't as yet experienced that much sorrow. See, yet not experienced sorrow. But whatever you experience, this is not still what Baba say it will come.
Yeah.
So Baba gives the caution that it will come. Baba is not threatening to us. Baba is preparing for the situation of future. That we should be stable in any kind of situation, any kind of people we meet. Because we don't know. We don't know our karmic accounts what we did in the past. So any kind of karmic accounts will come in form of situation, in form of person, in form of challenge, in form of problem, whatever you think. But I should be stable like a Yudhishthira. So Baba said, Baba is preparing ourselves for the future. So we are not afraid at that time when situation comes. So what is the final thought? Final exam? Final thought will lead me to the destination. If my final thought is not towards the or my aim or objective or towards the Baba, I am failed. I will go to the Treta, Silvans. Isn't it? If okay, then I will go to the Golden.
If you,
Yeah.
if you make good effort and do good service, but at the last moment you don't remember, you go to the silver age.
Baba always says, if you have long-term practice, it is not possible that remembrance will not be there. Automatically remembrance will be there.
So that's why he's
Whatever
saying
we have a practice,
Yeah.
naturally thought will be of that practice only because we have practice, long-term practice. That's the reason Baba said everything will happen accidentally. In 1 year, 2007 or 8, Baba continues to run the Murli on three aspects. One, anything can happen at any time. First thought. Second thought, you must have a long-term experience and you should be always ever ready. Three thoughts Baba repeated whole season. Baba wanted to prepare that anything can happen to you at any moment. So if you have a long-term experience, There is no chance that you have another thought in that. Means long-term experiment, we must have long-term efforts. If I am considering soul, 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 so finally Baba will help you to be a soul because you have a long-term experience of feeling as a soul. So no question of that we, if suppose I have a good experience, suppose exam will be there, suppose law world, you know, they are giving curriculum, particular curriculum, isn't it? Curriculum is there, the exam will come from these books. So we're preparing for the whole year for the books, from the books. So question paper will come from the books only, not from outside. So we will pass easily if I study good. If I am not studying well, you are studying well, I cannot expect that I will pass because I don't know the what kind of question will come from the this book because I have not read it. So if I have experience long time, do okay, well, don't worry. Final moments. Final moments will be as per your efforts.
Yeah.
So effort. So as soon as far. Not it doesn't mean that I should be under pressure. Oh, what will happen? Not like that also.
Yes, we are
Yeah,
effort.
not very serious. But not very serious. Should be serious, but not so serious that you lose the effort. Otherwise, no, I have always remained under pressure. Oh, what will happen? What will happen? I cannot enjoy even present moments.
Yeah.
I say, enjoy your life. Make the effort. Don't feel that, okay, I cannot do, I will fail. Why I should have a negative thoughts? No. Baba is with me. I will pass on. That's it.
Yeah.
So effort is important. The Father also comes when you are calling. Father also comes. By belonging to the Father, you receive the inheritance of happiness in a second. First, have you faith in Baba? Then it's okay, Baba. Then practice. But faith should be there. Without faith, no. We recognize the Baba in a second because we have a sanskaras of the past of the Baba. Everything is here. So we immediately recognize. People come, they don't feel anything, they go. Why? Sanskara is not still developed, still not come out. It may be possible that one time may not, second time come, third time come, fourth time come. Sanskara is there, so he will come back. Otherwise, no sanskara never come back. So Baba says everything, he just don't worry. He will take care of everything. I have a faith, he will take my, you can say, boat across. I don't have to think much, oh, what will happen, I am not doing this, I am not doing that, but try to make it. Your children should have the faith that you have come into the lap of the Father, and so you have received liberation in life in a second. When a child is born, he is taken into the lap, and then there is the faith that that one is an app. This one is the unlimited Father. Baba gives the physical example. Child is born, he don't have to make any effort. Born, oh, he is a right for the inheritance. The same way, you are the children of Baba, you have inheritance. Only now question is status, isn't it? Where you wanted to enter, at the end of silver age, the beginning of silver age, or beginning of the golden age. It depends upon the effort. First you recognize it the course, you will be there. That is guarantee from the Baba, that you will be there. Now, how much effort I am making, it depends upon my future status, where my entry will be there. If I wanted to enter from golden age, I have to make effort somewhat more. Silver age, somewhat less. At the end, nothing. Nothing. I will be there, guarantee from Baba. That 33 crore Devi Devata I Namo, I will be there. The lead course will be there. That is 100%. So I am making effort to go as soon as possible, either from the beginning or from the, you can say, beginning of golden age or beginning of silver age or the end of the silver. Now it depends on that. This one is unlimited Father. You now recognize him very clearly. There is no difficulty in recognizing him. There are many children. It is remembered that Son shows Father. There is no need for anyone to say anything. Son shows Father means all souls, not body. Not male or female. Baba's Son means soul is a son of Supreme God. That Christ said, I am a son of the Supreme God Father. So not physical body. Soul says that thing. No male female question comes there. But people don't know. There are so many Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. No one apart from God has many children. Krishna is a human being with divine virtues. Human beings cannot have as many children. You know that you are the children of Shiva Baba. You can say that no human being has this many children. There are so many Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. There is a praise of Prajapita Brahma. People remember the Trikal Darshi Supreme Soul. Trikal Darshi means who can see three aspects of time. Only God has so many children. So only when that incorporeal comes in the corporeal form can he adopt you. He could how could he adopt if you didn't have a body? You have come into God's lap. So Baba say adoption is always for the body, not for the soul. Even physical world, suppose I don't have any children, I adopt suppose my brothers or sisters or from anywhere, child, physical, not subtle. Everything is physical. You know that he alone is beloved. He is the sweetest and loveliest one of all. The one who loves the one whom you love, he is called the beloved. You know that our highest one, high beloved, he is that one from whom we lovers receive a lots of happiness of heaven. We are personally sitting in front of him. We are personally sitting in front of him. Consciousness, I am sitting as Baba. On the path of devotion, they sing that by taking the name of Rama, people are able to go across. This is why they say Rama, Rama, a great deal, just as they consider the river Ganges to be the purifier. So Baba gives this side by side example of the Ganges. People go there, where at the Ganges, and light a deepak, small earthenware lamp, on a leaf, just as they have shown Krishna floating on a leaf in the ocean, sucking his thumb. Those people light a deepak and place it on a leaf. So why they are doing this thing? It came from the scriptures.
Yeah.
They have seen the vision, they narrate everything in scripture, so they believe like that. Actually, it is a soul only, nothing else. We are putting a deepak, meaning the soul, ignited soul, ignited with the knowledge, not with the light or not with the lighter or not with the ghee or oil. So ignited with the light of knowledge. A soul is also Deepak, Miss Light, see Baba clarifies. Human being doesn't have full knowledge. For them, it has become a custom. Because it is a custom, not just tradition, one can say. They light a Deepak and say that the soul goes across. When somebody leaves a body, they are continuously lighting a lamp for so many days, for 12 days. Is it?
Yeah.
In Hinduism for 12 days, right?
Yeah.
So within 12 days, he will get another body. So for 12 days, he will not move in the dark place or dark, in the dark, so they are lighting a lamp. Baba said, lamp of the soul, not that physical lamp.
So you really don't need to light it. Just
No,
have pure
yes,
thoughts for
pure
the
and
soul.
positive thoughts
For the soul.
for the soul. Baba said, no weeping, no physicality, because it is not reaching to the soul, it is reaching to the Brahmin priest. They are taking everything. Whatever you are donating, they are taking it there.
Yeah.
Karni Gaur, we say Karni Gaur in Hindi. There are different kind of Brahmins. The Brahmin who takes out the you can say ritual, all these things behind the person dead, that is called Karni Gaur Brahmin. Different kind of Brahmins. All Brahmins cannot take it. Nowadays everything is mixed up. Initially it was separate Brahmins who were there for specific actions.
Nowadays, you have to pay the Brahmin for their time.
Times.
Yeah.
So everything from physical comes to the money now.
The money.
Everything comes in money. Even physicality also removed now, majority. They always say this much of puja, this much of cost, this much of puja, this much of cost. You give the money, they will take everything from their home.
Yeah.
They will do with the same thing. There are so many coconuts, they are always keeping the same coconut in the puja. You have to give the money, $150 or $200 or whatever. And they will do same thing for again and again and again.
So, at the end of the 12 days, just a bog offering is enough.
Enough.
Like subtle.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. No need of in Brahma Kumari, suppose those who are running for a long, I have seen the one funeral of Parekh transport over there in Ahmedabad. I'm talking about maybe around 85 or 87 or 88. So he was a pioneer of the service in Assam and on that side because he's a big transport company. He was a big helper of Baba, financially
He's
too.
Brahma.
Brahma Kumar. He was running for so many years in the knowledge. So when he left the body, he written in the will that you can say final, you can say light should be given by and fire should be given by the Brahma Kumari only to me, to my body.
Yeah.
It is in the will. So now he see the head of the you can say Ahmedabad region, Miss Whole sub-zone, Dadi Salladi, we call her Salladi. She given a final you can say fire to his body. He clearly indicated in the will that my body should be given a final fire, final whatever the light is there by Brahma Kumari only, not by my Lokik son. Clearly indicated. So we gone there from I was Ahmednagar, we gone there in Ahmedabad. There was so many people. He was a very good person. Financially, you can say mind service, even all service he was doing. So he was given a big trip from all BKs from Gujarat, almost all people were there. There was a big, you can say, people are joining the final thing. So there were so many people, all with the white clothes. And there was a big impression on the whole society in Ahmedabad. Good thing. And Didi, Sarla Didi, finally she did all these rituals, means given a final. No, not other rituals. Because body will be there also in the golden age. Body will live there. They have to do all this, you can say generally, they have to, you can say burn the body naturally. They will do, somebody will do. But she can't. And so all the rituals Baba is establishing from them. Particularly who are surrender, what is Baba telling? The same ritual is no lamps, nothing. They will take the body at the you can say funeral house, and one sister or brother will do the final thing. That's it. Nothing, no mantrochana, only yoga will be there. All our songs will be played. Brahma Kumari song. They will make a yoga for 1 hour or 2 hours, and finally one sister or brother come. You give a final thing. That's it. That's it. No lamp, no other, no Lokik Brahman, no nothing. All our we Brahmins will be there.
No preparation of the
No,
body or
nothing. No body preparation means they will take the body in the
Yeah, I
add in
know,
the
but
car.
I know in the Hinduism now they put the ghee and everything.
No, nothing.
Nothing like
nothing,
that. Nothing like that.
nothing.
That's what I meant by the preparation.
No, nothing.
And
Not
the
a single
samadhi
thing.
and
No,
all that. You don't
nothing
do
like that.
It's just clean and
Clean it.
that's it.
Nowadays, no, here, I seen, I don't know who funeral I gone. Simply body put in inside the, burning chamber, then they are to the chamber. Switch on, gone within a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, here,
Here is like that. So in India also like that now.
yeah.
Many funeral house, they have the electric, you can say this thing also. Give us once, gone. So no need of doing anything. Yoga for 1 hour or 2 hours, everybody will go join yoga for the benefit of the soul who live in the body.
Silence. Yeah.
That's it. And they give final things. No Lokik Brahmins, nothing. No mantrochar, no process, anything, nothing. That is final. That is happening in the golden age. So Baba is establishing the system from here. So Brahma Baba left the body, same system. Brahma left the body, same system. No weeping, no crying, nothing, no lamps, nothing. Baba said, make a yoga, that's it. That will reach to him or her, the soul. So that is important.
Yeah. I know. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, naturally.
Yeah.
Even suppose we are doing physical thing, why we are doing? To send the peace only, nothing else, to send the good vibration. But people are crying, so it is mixing up everything.
Yeah.
Positive, negative. Actually, mantrochar, what do you mean by mantrochar? Only regarding soul. Only. If you go through the real meaning of mantra, it never say you cry. It never says. It always say benefit of the soul only. Suppose you understand the real meaning of mantra, what it say? Soul will get the full peace, happiness, everything in the abode of peace, in the lap of Supreme God. But the same thing, mantra says same thing what Baba is saying. But we are not following what mantra says. We are doing our things, crying, this thing and that.
We're remembering the attachment
to the body.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Baba said that is not real.
I find the attachment is the good.
Yeah.
It's I think we all go through that, the attachment.
Yeah.
So only
So that's the
yoga
reason,
can
no,
work.
when you run more and more in the game, slowly you will lose that attachment. You will feel after 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah.
You will not automatically. It's not to make any effort.
Just do.
Just
Make
do it.
effort.
Make effort. Means make the only read the moon every day. Do some meditation. Consider Sabbath or other. So automatically attachment will be reducing. Or you will feel after some time that there is a lot of change in you. You can feel also. But initially, I have too much attachment for my son, as for example. I have only one son, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even my sister is more attachment than me, even, isn't it?
Yeah.
Natural. Because they are mothers. Natural. It is you can say the important soul is playing a role of mother or father depends again. So mother have more attachment generally. So but slowly gone up and up, bringing up and up. Then so many incidents happen. Slowly, Baba's Murli every day, Baba said, it affects you. Slowly, it will reduce. So don't worry about the same thing.
Okay.
If you're so much attachment for Sarah, don't worry.
No, she's okay.
No, generally, I've seen particularly or Hinduism, the mother have more attachment to the most little one, last one. Generally, 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 what I have observed in my society also. It's okay.
I don't think I think it's the personality. She's like a
Not
different
personality. You know, that is the last child where you are finishing all your, you can say, accounts. So you have more attachment, but then you are not going to do anything with no other one. So you are giving too much love to the child. Suppose first one, immediately second comes, so you can say your attention will be divided. So last one, no attention divided.
True.
Isn't it? So naturally more attachment.
Yeah.
Because you are fulfilling all the responsibility, everything, all facilities. So you are better. So it is a natural thing. It is not a thing you have only, everybody. Only one, they have only for one because more attachment, no other one.
Yeah.
Many, your last one, more attention because then there is no other responsibility after that one. So all attention goes, and where attention goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, everything goes. So that's the reason. Not only I am giving example to you because you are
I know.
here.
Yeah.
I mean the Lokik also same thing.
Same thing.
Because of that thing only. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, he is called the boatman. He takes you across the ocean of poison. That is iron. Those people have heard this and created a custom. The Father ignites the deepest of souls. All of these things are symbolic. Baba says everything is symbolic. The soul has to shed this body and go across the supreme abode. You know that souls are to go across the ocean of ignorance to the other side. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.
His sister is from Fiji.
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 Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice place.
You know?
I have never been, but
But you know what?
Yeah, we know about Fiji.
There's a lot of people that don't know which place is Fiji. Where is Fiji? Where is Fiji? What is Fiji?
They might be thinking Fiji with physical. The Father alone is the boatman. The Ganges cannot be given the name boatman. The boatman and the bridegroom are needed together. He takes so many along with him to the other side. Other side means from iron age to the golden age. They have given him many different names. However, it isn't that he sits you in a boat or a steamer and take you across. So not what they are saying in the scripture, it is not like that. They say, Godfather will come, they will allow you to sit in a boat and Godfather will lead the boat on the across. So lonely. You children know how to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance. There is no need to say Rama Rama with your lips. Okay? Immediately Baba given answer. No need of physicality. There is not with the lips even tell the Baba or Rama Rama. Human beings tell you to say Rama Rama. They believe. What they believe? That they are donating that name. When I was, you can say, very young, before coming to the knowledge, before 2, 3, 4 years, there was one yajna. It's a Nam yajna. So they were giving free books to you with the help of pen. You have to write down Rama, 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 and they will collect all these books written by Rama, Rama, and they will bury it under the ground, and on the top they will be build the temple of Rama. In Ahmedabad, it was there. So that's the reason Baba said they believe that they are donating that name Rama Rama. We are donating for the future temple. So that same system is Baba taught. The father donates imperishable jewels of knowledge to you. Actually, that is a remembrance of donation of imperishable jewels. Not that name Rama Rama right in the books, and books will go on buried and then temple will be there. But we are not knowing. So we are doing everything. Whatever they are telling.
Right.
He says, sweetest, beloved souls, remember me, your father. This remembrance of the father is the donation of yoga to the world. Remember Shiv Baba. In fact, they call the Supreme Father the Supreme Soul Rama, but then they say King Rama is the Lord of the Raghu clan. So they are mixed up. That Rama is the incorporated Rama, not that Rama of the Raghukul clan. Raghukul means Raghu clan. Because now we indicate in the scripture Rama was from the Raghupati Raghav Raja, Patita Pavan Sita. We consider him a purifier. Actually, he is not a purifier. Purifier is incorporeal. Four Rama, one temple, one silver age, one Rama, incorporeal, one Rama, soul also they consider many times Rama. So four Rama. You children now know the drama. You know all about who came from time of heaven and how they will come again. Whatever happened is all fixed in the drama. When Bhog etc. is offered, that too is fixed in the drama. It is nothing new. Isn't it? If Bhog offered, there is two Babas. Everything is in drama. Nothing new Babas. Even in the Lokic world, they are also offering Bhog. Everything is in that Babas. You watch as detached observers. Each one is an actor. You know that everyone will play their parts and return home in happiness. When someone dies, people say that that person has become resident of heaven. You know that you are making effort to become resident of heaven. People go and live at Kashi. They go and sit on the banks of river Ganges. Even today, people who retire, they have some place at the Kashi. They always every day go to the bank of the river of Kashi and they do puja and everything in devotion. Even today, it is full of people nowadays. Those who retire, they go there, they die there. That's it. They never come back. Till the end of the life they are. Just like we go to Madhuban, retirement home, leave and leave the body. Like that only the thing. Every day we listen the knowledge. They are taking the bath in the Ganges. We listen the knowledge. Put it in the Murli. We can do same thing here. Baba said, no need to acknowledge everything there. If you wanted to go, you can go. But Baba said, don't wish that I should go there and remain there and stay there. No, Baba
Can do that.
you can do at home also, no problem at all. Only here, Baba said everything is here, not outside of the world. They have a Shiva temple there and stay in constant remembrance of him. Where? At the bank of river Ganges. They praise the river Ganges and also Shiva. No one goes to sacrifice himself in the river Ganges. Truly the purifier is Shiva alone. So not the purifier is Ganges, but the Shiva alone. This is the secret. There is a Shiva temple there. That is what the name of the Shiva temple. It is a Vishwanath temple at the bank of the river. Vishwanath means the Lord of all souls of the world, not only Hinduism. It says like that. Previously, they used to sacrifice themselves to Shiva in a particular well. Still well is there. You can give knowledge to those in Banaras very well. Tell them, you are sitting here and there are the banks of the river Ganges and there is also Shiva temple. So why do you surrender yourself to Shiva? If Ganges is purified, you should actually drown in the Ganges. Don't sacrifice the Shiva. But that is not that. They are not doing that. Why? Because really purifier is God, Shiva, not the Ganges. Is Shiva purifier or the Ganges? In fact, Shiva alone is the purifier. People sacrifice themselves to God alone. God would not sacrifice himself to God. That is not possible. So God is not omnipotent. Again, point is.
Right.
We are sacrificing on God means we and He is different. Otherwise, what is the need of sacrificing me on the God? No need. So both are different. So God is not from the pleasure. It is not that I am a God and you are God. No. God would not become impure that he would go to bath in Ganges. You can quickly disprove the idea of omnipresence. You have to prove that the purifier is Shiva. Points are given to you children to explain. Why Baba is giving point? To convince somebody to explain others. That's the reason why Baba is every day giving certain point. That's the reason Baba say, read the Murli regularly, don't miss the Murli, because Murli have so many new points. We feel that, oh Baba every day say, I am a soul, I am a soul. Nothing Baba said. Because I am not reading the Murli or listening Murli properly. That's the problem. Not problem with the Murli, problem is with me. With me only. How I am reading the Murli, how I am understanding the Murli. It is very easy and very good to explain at Kashi. There is Shiva temple there, and so he must definitely have come at some point. Ask whether they have a tea, if they have any leftover, ask someone if they have. If no, that's okay. Okay. So Shiva is always called Baba. Baba means Supreme God Father. No other deity are called Baba. He never receives a body of his own. In fact, many children have the name Shiva. Hundreds of thousands would also have the name Krishna. However, that Krishna existed in the golden age. Because we have a time, so you do one thing, ask the sister to boil some water, put the bag, and give to her. Yeah, okay, I will tell them.
Oh, okay.
Boil some water, because the sister has to wait.
Tea for her. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is for you. Then I will follow you. The past two times before Sister Uma came, two times we didn't use it. They left it in the water.
Thank you so much.
And they forgot to.
No, generally we are grooming these things. So after I can groom it. Last time I groomed because every time we have to put it here and wait, so grooming can be done. So we have been taken a lot of care by the sisters.
Yeah.
So we remember that care,
Yeah.
and you can say unconditional love. Wonderful.
I feel it's so much here.
Yeah,
These
but-
sisters and I feel.
Yeah.
Everybody know why they are coming, because they get peace, and peace we cannot give to them immediately, but we can give the extended love from the heart. That is very important. That's the reason Baba say mothers will be there in the center. Why? They can take each and everybody who is coming, going, come in and getting out. They should take care of the thing. That is the duty of the mother. If you go to Gujarat particularly, you will never forget the Gujarat really. If anybody comes, even they don't know, they will ask, they will treat, they will give Baba's book. If anything goes Baba's food inside, he will think sometime of Baba. Because it is pure food, what we are giving today.
Yeah.
So we must have to take care. When somebody is coming, somebody is going, whether he is child of Baba or not, but he is basically child of Baba. Whether he believe or not, he is the soul, isn't it? So he is a child of Baba. He is all right to get everything from his father. And our duty is simply be instrument, nothing else. Baba is doing everything. He is sent. He is home. He is his powerhouse. Everybody has a right. And finally, Baba said, the people will come, go to the room. They will not talk to you. If you wanted to talk, they don't want to talk with you, and they will go. So, because they have that much of role only, I have to think that, okay, he is a soul, that's it, Baba Chandra. Baba knows, he knows. Not my duty is not interfere even in between. My duty is to serve him or her whenever he or she is here. That's it. That is very important, Baba. That Baba wants from every center, every home of the Baba. Means from us. If anybody comes, at least, okay, how are you? If you can't give anything, okay, how are you? If asking how are you, you'll be so happy because people has no time to ask how are you. That is very important. However, that Krishna existed in the golden age. Devotee of Krishna would pick up an idol of Krishna and worship that. They would not worship a human being. Therefore, this proves that Krishna exists in the golden age. So how Baba proves this? Baba said, Krishna devotee, they will go to the temple, see the idol. That is not a real Krishna. It means real Krishna not exist here. Real Krishna exists in the golden age, not he. Baba give the logic how to prove it. Human beings don't know who Radha and Krishna were or when they ruled their kingdom. The Father sits here and explains this to you. You are spinners of the discus of self-realization. No one can explain how Vishnu was given the name spinner of the discus of self-realization or what he did. The Father is incorporeal. No one knows when Vishnu took all ornaments in his hands. We understand that all of this is speaks in the drama. We cannot give ornament to the Brahmin because today he is Brahmin, tomorrow he or she may not be Brahmin. So we are giving the instrument to the perfect form of Brahmin, that is deities. Deities don't need it. Vishnu don't need the, you can say, discuss of the self-realization, who is a perfect human being. We need it actually. But Baba cannot give to us because we are not, Baba is not sure whether he will come tomorrow or not. So Baba said the instrument he has given to the perfect Brahmin form, that is deities. That's the reason. But nobody knows. No need of mage or no need of, you can say Konsel or no need of the Sudarshan Chakra to the Vishnu because they are perfect. But we cannot give to the imperfect human being. They are trying today to be perfect, but tomorrow they may not. So Baba says, instrument has given. This is the reason why instrument was given to the Vishnu, not any other reason. Those who created the pictures on the path of devotion will do the same again. All of this is the predestined play. The path of devotion continues for half the cycle, and the path of knowledge continues for half the cycle. You understand these things. You must be enjoying yourselves. You are true lovers. Those beloved are false. There is a difference between something real and something false. A false beloved and the real beloved. A wife calls her husband love. You now know that we lovers are found such a sweet beloved. He is called the beloved and also the father. The father also has love. You at least receive the inheritance from the father. You at least receive the inheritance from the father. Means you recognize, means you must receive. That's it. Lovers don't receive the inheritance from their beloved because that inheritance goes to the children. The wife doesn't get any inheritance, it goes to the children only. Instead of considering yourself to be a lover, consider yourself to be a child and you will get a taste of the inheritance. Shiva is always called Baba. Shiva Baba is never called Shiva husband. Shiva Baba is funny. Some people say Shiva Sajan means Shiva husband. Some people say. There are so many people who say Shiva Sajan. Sajan is husband. You mustn't chant the name of Shiva now. So no chanting. Simply remember Baba. Simply with the mind remember Baba. When children come, they are asked, when did you belong to God? Until someone becomes a child, he cannot receive the inheritance. He is the mother and father, so you have to meet him personally. If you have a faith, but you die without meeting him, you can't receive the inheritance.
does that mean?
So
You have
that
to go
means
to
that when
Madhva?
Shiva Baba, Brahma Baba was there, at that time not much centers were there. So Baba said, if you got the knowledge for 7 days, if you didn't meet any time to the Baba, you should come and meet to the Baba. Sometimes they are taking the course from the center, they never met to the Baba. So Baba said, meet me to get the full inheritance. Okay? In those days, centers were not there. We cannot see Baba on the TV. But now we can see everything. So Baba, at least you should meet once to the Baba. At least in our sense also, we should go at least once to meet Baba at Madhuban.
Yeah.
That is the meaning of the sense. At least once we should meet Baba in person. Person means go to Madhuban. Kadi Guljar's body is coming. So meet Baba through that body. That's the meaning of the whole. You will get the inheritance. Doesn't mean you will not get the inheritance. But Baba says, suppose you leave the body, what will happen? So it's better because that is a good experience to go there and have everything. Good experience. But the real thing now, suppose Baba is not coming many times, but Baba says, I am always there in the Madhuban because it is my place. But Brahma Baba has did so much tapasya, penance at that place. So all vibrations are there. Strong Mama and Baba both did the penance at that place. Not much special, even too much love was there at that time. At that time, Brahma Kumaris don't have the money, but too much love. Now they have too much money, but love has been reduced because of so many people. But not a question of so many. If I have a good thought, we can. But that is, you can say, system is diluting because people don't have time. So many new people are coming. They don't know what the system and custom. That's the reason. So many new people are. They don't know what is the meaning of that thing. Baba says, give the courage. It doesn't mean that you give all the facility. Give the courage. Give the power from here. That is very important. So that we are missing now. Missing link is there somewhere. Those who are old, they knows very well what is happening. They also teach the people, but sometimes because of hurry, worry, and making curry, we are losing everything. So Baba said, don't lose that thing. Baba said, that is the real, you can say, things we should give to the people who are coming here. Other people will go away simple. They will consider no difference between here and devotion. So we should give the love, real power, real peace to them. That this is the only place where you get direct. Every place you get the indirect. So Baba says, take care of everybody who are coming to the center, to your home, to meeting to you. Take care. At least don't speak, but give from here. Give them peace, purity, power, happiness. That we can give without any cost. No expense at all. Only one thought, it creates a lot of things in them. So Baba says, there are many who don't receive inheritance, they become subjects. The father says, when you have the faith that that one is that the same mother and father, you have to come personally in front of him. So at least go to the Madhuban. Baba said like that. Then you have to serve others and make them similar to yourselves. You have to create subjects and also your hands. That will not happen by sitting at home. So do mix in society, friends, co-workers, give the knowledge. That's the reason of service. By sitting at home, we can't do much. So we're meeting the people, going there. Brother is doing very good service, that Garambala.
Yeah.
You heard from
I got the pictures and so many. I will send to you.
he's coming back soon.
He's coming. He already opened a center, and 3 centers will be there. He told me. One main center will be at home, at his home, another 2 centers. So very good service.
So he made his home into a center.
Yeah, he sent the picture. I will send you the pictures of his home. He said this is the main center. Another 2 or 3 are very indicated. So very good.
So there's a center in his island now.
Yeah.
His home.
Home island. And other 2 will be also on the same island.
2 more on that.
2 more on the same island because big village. Suppose one village 4,000, 5,000 people are there. So one center here for some people, some center we want that corner, third we want that corner.
And sisters are there.
No, still I think they might be running the center. In future their system may come. Because there is shortage of hand there too, everywhere.
who is sharing the knowledge in those?
Sisters sometimes come and they are reading the same thing. My brother is there. They will give a course to somebody who can take on over the charge of the same thing. I think his wife's sister or somebody there who is living in that house. And she is a bachelor, what she was telling to me when she gone.
Okay.
So, good. Bachelor means Baba wants Kumari. So he might hand over the charge to her. But good house is prepared. When we seen it was not an issue. No? I will call the sister after preparation of house. So he
did that.
adamant
He
of
knows
that.
what he was
Yeah, so he did. Good house he prepared. Good house.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So nice service. I remember sitting at home. So he is doing it sitting at home because he got everything from here. So implement. Yeah. I told him now we'll do Lakshmi Narayan too. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not.
Baba say how to make effort. Some children don't churn the ocean of knowledge about these things. So churn the ocean of knowledge. Baba says. The Krishna Leela, means divine activities of Krishna are very well known. That is, you can say churning of knowledge. Nothing. You know what we are reading in the Krishna Leela, that is churning of knowledge. Nothing else. What Krishna did, what he did in Gokul, what he did in Vrindavan, same thing. What we remembering Baba, what Baba, when Brahma Baba was there, what he did, that is a Krishna Leela, nothing else. Shiv Baba, instead of Krishna, Shiv Baba in body Brahma. He given a lot of love to Shiv Baba. And when he was in the body of Brahma, wonderful part he played really. He has given a personal love, too much love to the children in those days who were in, you can say, 101 basis. Baba was sitting just on the assembly. People are moving, they are putting their head in the lap of Baba, people were crying. So that love Sri Baba is given through the body. Real love, we can say. Not that only what we are talking about, the things physical, not that one. Not that. Baba was there personally sitting in Brahma Baba. So those who are very lucky, particularly who sustained for 14 years in the egg. Very lucky, Dadis and Dadas all. Wonderful they are. So Baba has given everything, Baba played everything part in person. Not only Pandit like a Pandit. Pandit means they don't know what they are doing. They're only looking behind the money, not for all the other things. How much money you are putting in the tray, that is very important for them. Not anything else. Baba said, no, I am a donor, I don't want any money from you.
When we go to Madhuban, would we be able to meet some of the
so
daddies
many.
from the original, when Baba was there?
So many, even Sister Mohini here, he is the living example. Baba, he surrendered when Baba was there.
Yeah.
Sister Mohini,
At Peaceville.
peaceful. She will be there when he
Oh,
was there.
peaceful.
She is the example. Sample
She was with Dada.
No, she was Baba, Brahma Baba.
Okay.
Brahma Baba. She was a very young girl like you at that time. When she came, she was doing the second or third year of the university. It's a college, university. And she came in the knowledge. Baba said, finish. Finish the university. Baba told her, finish the then come. She wanted to serve. She said, no. Baba said, no. If Baba was knowing for future, she will be in foreign countries. Baba required a person who can speak the English. In those days, not education to the ladies was not so much, except while living in big cities. So Baba told, finish your study. Even Nirmala Didi, who is the director of now Peace Village and director of whole Australia continent. She's a doctor. I must finish, do the service. Don't come as a Kumari. Do the service, have experience of the world, then come. So Baba forced somebody to have a service. Somebody Baba forced, no need of study, come down. So Baba knows everything about the future, what he wants. So all the Silu band, they are senior to Usha band, they are highly qualified persons. So Baba knows that the person who speaks English is required to be trained. So they are trained by Babas. If you see from their face, you will feel they are always remembrance of Baba. You ask any question, they will reply. Any damn question, they will reply to you. You can come one-on-one meeting when we are with the peaceful.
Yeah,
She is
I
free
get to
totally
meet,
free for 1 or
meet
two,
her.
3 days. You will be with us. 2 days she'll be purely with us.
Yeah, so we get to meet.
Yeah, you meet them, discuss them, ask them.
Just want to be in her presence.
Yeah, that is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to
Presence
be
is
there.
very important. Generally, we only meeting with eyes only.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
That
enough.
is very
some-
important thing. If you are speaking something or not, that is not important. But you are getting the power of the soul. She simply smiles to you. You got everything. Because now everything is flowing. Baba is flowing through her. So they are great guys. She was there from when the Brahma Baba was there, so many years. So many examples are there. So Baba said the divine activities take place in the golden age. They cannot take place here. They simply continue to copy them. So Krishna Lila, no, they copy. You children can understand what will exist in heaven and what the palaces there will be like. Don't even ask about things there. Baba said, don't even ask. So many things are there, Baba said. Your mouths begin to water. The Father only gives happiness. So Baba is giving really happiness in person. That is important. You don't invoke the Father for sorrow. There is a lot of sorrow in this world, in the world. In a family, if a daughter-in-law happens to be very troublesome, she turns the family upside down. Baba has seen many such families. We have also seen many families. Only one wife comes, one son, wife of the son, whole family disrupted. So many of them. Because about nature, everybody's nature is different. That's a karmic account. We can't help anything. I remember when I was a little child, one of the maternal uncle of my father, he had 6 sons, and 4 were married. All were living in one house only. So peacefully, so lovingly, no difference of opinion. And now with the same family, all are segregated. After only how many years? I don't think, because my age at that time, 10, 11 years old, I was 10 years old. Now 60, so 50, before 50 years. Now nobody is living together. All 6 brothers, even their children, they all are separated. We've seen the things. 4 very good, you can say, daughter-in-laws they have. All were living together like a one family. You have seen the family. So rich people. Now everything segregated, power of richness is gone down. So everything we lost within 100 years, not more than 100, maximum 150 years, not more than that. I have seen 50 years only, 5 years, not more than that. So if I have seen that thing, my father might have seen better than me, even, isn't it?
Yeah.
My father said he was reared up because he lost his father when he was very young. So he was reared up by his maternal uncle. So he said, if anything, anybody has wanted to eat something, there were kothis, big, you can say big things. So all the dates will be there in one room, all sakars, not you can say what we are getting sugar. Sakar means big, no? In puja we are putting sakar,
Yeah.
not square you can things, square ones, sweet.
Yeah.
Just like white you can sugar, but not that. Sakar will be there. So all one room you can full with the sakars, one room full with the dates, one room full with the ghee. So everything. If you want to go this room, take this. Go this room, take that. Go there. Eat whatever you want. That's it. Nobody is taking care. You eat whatever you want.
There. Yeah.
So many happy richness they have. So they are why they are living 80 years with no problem at all. They have,
The
you can say,
foundation.
foundation is very strong. Pure things they have eaten. He say my maternal uncle was like that. If suppose 100 kg bag is there, he will take in the one, you can say, harm one, he will run like nothing is there.
Strong.
He is that much of strong there.
And then
100 kg, they will take just like lift like a hand and they will run away.
And then they have all the fruits.
Everything fresh,
so
everything
fresh
so
and
fresh,
natural.
natural. So many, you can say,
No
farming were there, so many acres of land. So anybody can go and eat the sugar cane and you can say all watermelon. I have eaten so many watermelon from there when I was a child. from their farm. People were eating from village. Any crop is that people are free to go and eat. No charge at all. Because abundant. Abundant. Baba seen many such families. There is now very little time left. Belong to the Father and He will help. Baba said, belong to the Father and He will help. If someone doesn't become an heir, how could he or she receive help from the one who gives the inheritance? The Father said, don't be afraid. Om Shanti. Wealthy people are afraid. Why? Because they think that Brahma Kumari will take their wealth. Wealthy people are afraid. Give the sister. No, take it. We have prepared for you only. Really?
No, I don't drink tea.
Oh my God. You don't drink tea?
Yeah.
Really?
No, thanks. I drink only once in the
Once?
morning. That's it.
Dinesh, but I'm a cha? No? Keep it. I will take it. Don't worry.
Thank you very much.
If you want, you can take. Otherwise, keep it. I will take.
No, I never drink.
So keep it there. Don't worry. I will take it. I will. This father is the best store, Baba said. This father is. I told sister prepare a tea for you. I was thinking that you're sitting here, so you need a tea.
Thank you very much. Because I don't take tea. Sometimes even in the morning I don't take.
So only once.
I'm not used to
Okay,
drinking tea.
only once. Then.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Sometimes I don't take even tea.
Good, that is good.
Someday, you know.
Actually, I don't have habit of taking the tea, except something is left, I'll take it. We will not waste Baba's resources.
Yeah.
That's the reason. You used to give the poor in my name on the path of devotion, and you also used to receive birth according to that. Now I tell you directly, belong to me, and I will give you your portion of the kingdom. Shiv Baba doesn't need to build buildings, etc. People ask you, since all the buildings, etc., are to be destroyed, why are you having so many houses built? People see, Brahma Kumar, they ask the question. You are saying destruction is going to be there. Why you are constructing buildings? So Baba give the answer. Okay, but where would we then stay? Children who come at the end also have to come and live here. Baba said at the end, Baba will call majority of children there in Madhuban. Baba will call personally, come. Majority children will be there only. You will surprise how, but Baba says in many only. I will call my children here and they will see from the mountain the destruction of the whole world around. Baba says like that. Many Murli Baba says. That's the reason Baba says. You will see a lot of sin and scenery at the end. So from that you will see a lot of sin and remain in lot of happiness. At the time comes close, you will continue to have many visions through Baba. Those who remain helpers will experience a lot of happiness at the end. At the time of sorrow, they will experience a lot of happiness. So Baba says always give the hand of help to Baba. Baba don't want, but suppose you can give the hand of help. Because we are giving a hand for transformation of the whole world, not to Baba. Baba says, I have nobody, I don't need your hand or help. Baba says, you are giving a hand to your brothers, your other souls who are benefited through Baba. That is very important. That happiness is wonderful. You lived comfortably in Pakistan too. Why Baba was there? Baba used to give you visions of how marriages take place in paradise and how the kingdom of Lakshmi Narayan is run. So how you will get happiness? Baba will give all this, you can say, how marriages will be there, how Lakshmi Narayan will rule the kingdom. Everything visions will be there. So will be very, very happy by seeing that scene. You will see a great deal if you continue to help Shiv Baba in changing thorns into flowers. It is said, when a child maintains courage, the father helps. You should remember such a beloved a great deal. The world doesn't know this. There are so many children, and so they must definitely have the mother and father from whom they receive a lot of happiness. This praise is not of worldly parents, but this praise of not worldly parents. You can see in a practical way how there are so many children. God the Father is the creator. When He creates you, He adopts you, through whom This creation is mouth bone of Brahma. It is very easy to explain this. You now come into God's lap and you will then go into the laps of deities. Then you will go into the laps of devils. We go to the land of peace and land of happiness by being in God's lamp. By being in the lamps of devils, we go to the land of sorrow. Devils means Maya, Ravan, nothing else. Remember this mantra very well. Gopikas in bondage call out. Therefore, one effort or another has to be made for them. Baba would not be able to go to the little villages. Baba comes and meets the children in the big cities. He has to go there. It has been explained to you how you have surrendered yourself. So Baba said, you meet once to Baba, no? Baba was telling the Murli previously. So Baba cannot go villages. Yeah? So they have to come to the cities where Baba will go. They have to meet them. In those days, when Brahma Baba was here. King Janak surrendered himself and was then told to look after everything as a trustee. You definitely have to sustain your creation. Means you cannot leave your home. You are not sannyasis. You have to sustain your creation. Consider yourself to be soul's trustees. Maya Ravan caused sorrow, and this is why there is no temple to Ravan. Isn't it? Temple to Shiva Baba, no temple to Ravan. Now temples of Ravan are there in this South India, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
At that time it was not. Now people believe
Yes.
Ravan was a devotee of Shiva. So people say they have a temples of even Amitabh Bachchan actor temple is also there, isn't it?
Yes.
That is the, you can say, Tamo Pradhan of devotion, nothing else. They are preparing the temple of Amitabh Bachchan or actor, they are preparing a arti of those heroes and heroines. So this is Baba say, Tamo Pradhan devotion. They don't know what they are doing.
Yes.
However, they do create effigies. Ravan has caused you a lot of sorrow. To the extent that Ravan has caused sorrow, accordingly they burn just as big an effigy of him every year. Because he causes the sorrow, that's the reason we burn the effigies. Otherwise, Baba says, why we should burn the effigies? But we don't know what he is. Shiva Baba has given you happiness and his temple is therefore very grand. Somnath temple. 18 times Muhammad Ghazni, yet full of wealth. There cannot be a temple of Ravan who causes sorrow. They totally destroy him so that nothing of his is visible. Shiva Baba's temple is visible. He is worshipped so much. In fact, only one Shiva Baba and none other is worthy of worship. Only one, not the other is worthy of worship. You then become worshippers from being worthy of worship. Because he is not become worshipper. So he is the only being who is ever worthy of worship. Achha? To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and spiritual children's love, remembrance and good morning, and says namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana number 1, stay in remembrance of the Father and remind everyone of Baba. Continue to make this donation. Surrender yourself to the Father and look after everything as a trustee. Surrender, but doesn't leave them. Surrender Baba, but live in the family and work as a trustee there. And remember Shiv Baba, so everybody will get the same power from you. What you are getting, others will get, and that is the greatest donation. You don't have to be physical and give the donation through mind. Number 2, watch as a detached observer the part of every actor. Constantly maintain the awareness that you are completing your part and returning home in happiness. So awareness, what is? I am going to complete my part and going back to home. Blessing. May you be a carefree emperor. So who is a carefree emperor? Baba is clarifying. Who is free from all worries. Because you can see the line of elevated fortune on your forehead. The fortune is written by Baba here. So we can see that thing. and we should remain always free from worries. That is carefree emperor. Explanation: the sovereignty of being carefree is the most elevated sovereignty of all sovereignty. So that's the reason Baba say this is your first birth of the golden age. Why? Because of this thing. You are meeting the Baba personally here. You are getting all the happiness here, starting from here. If someone wears a crown and sits on a throne but constantly worries, then is that a throne or a worry? Baba said, ask that question. Is worry or throne? Baba said, natural, it's a worry. If I am thinking worry, worry, and worry, it's a worry. God, the bestower of fortune, has drawn the line of elevated fortune on your forehead. Who drawn the line? God has drawn the line on your forehead. So you have become a carefree emperor. So Baba said, don't worry. One picture is there, मैं बैठा हूँ. I am sitting here in your home. Don't worry. One picture is there of Baba, Brahma Baba, and Baba. The wording is written, मैं बैठा हूँ बच्चे आप चिंता मत करो. I am sitting here. Don't worry. One very good picture of my heart. When you come to my home, the beginning it is there, and when you enter, you see the picture of that Baba. That is written the word in Hindi. The same thing. Baba is sitting there, why I should worry? Okay. Somebody say blah blah, okay. Somebody say, oh, okay. Baba is there, he's taking care of it, should I worry? If you come, welcome. You wanted to go, no problem at all. Baba is there, he's taking care of everything. So constantly see the line of elevated fortune on your forehead. What kind? And say what? Say, Vah, my elevated godly fortune. Elevated godly fortune means fortune given by God. I don't have to create. God has given me a fortune. Keep this spiritual intoxication and all worries will finish. Very simple way, Baba says. The intoxication. I have a godly fortune. Everything will be finished. Slogan: to invoke souls with the power of concentration. What we have to do? Invoke the souls. Souls are not here. We are invoking from outside, around the center, around the house. Invoke the souls with the power of concentration and do spiritual service is the true service. This is the true service. That's the reason there is a system in Yajna. When we have a service anywhere, we are doing meditation. We are creating, we are donating the power of meditation to that place before service. So the souls who are coming at their place, they will get that power and they meet Baba, come to Baba and have a knowledge. This system is engaged already. Everything we have to solve by yoga power, not with the physical or financial, any other. Baba say, if any question is there, problem, have a yoga for more 1 hour or more half an hour, and problem will be solved. Even you don't think in that way. So yoga power, we should use the Baba. Baba says, use me. Use Baba and go ahead. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.